Hey, there's some folks over there too.
All right, guys, happy Sunday and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Also subscribe to the channel if you like what you see here today. Today we're going to be taking the Avata 360 out to survey this property. So this property here is an abandoned, it has an abandoned mansion as well as like 3 or 4 other different properties on here. I'm thinking that this was most likely some type of behavioral health facility or some other type of facility that was in use at some point in time, apparently. But this facility is kind of interesting in the way that it's set up. It reminds me of like an old school sanitarium or something like that. So we're going to take the Avata 360 up there in the sky. There's a lot of trees around, so we're going to be very careful. We're going to fly it low. We're going to go up where we can, just so that way we can get an overhead view of the property and we can see some of these buildings and hopefully go inside one of them. Right there. All right, so what better way to start off everything, especially with an Avata 360, is in 360 mode. So we're gonna tour this property. We're gonna see what's going on here. All right, let's check this out. Let's let her rip. All right, so we got a lot of wires here and a lot of trees. So got to be very, very careful of that. All right, so let me go ahead and get a little bit better angle here. Let me go out into the street and go up. Yeah, a lot of wires, guys. A lot of wires. Let's move it sideways. Okay, so we're going to take it from the front here. We're going to be very, very careful. See, in southern states, they have a lot of power lines because they don't lay a lot of their lines under the roads because they freeze. So it helps them to avoid, I guess, power interruptions by keeping them up high, but it also makes it a huge liability. It's kind of like what you see in foreign countries. So we're going to take it in through this way, and I'm going to take it slow up the property. Because I could let her rip, you know. This thing is freaking amazing. Now, this is recording in 6K 30. When it's in 360 mode, it's in 6K 30. So when it comes to creating the video for this and post-production, I'm just gonna have to do the best I can. I use the app, so the app is very good. So we're coming up on the building now. Before, you can see that they have some type of sitting structure. So I did a little bit of research, and this is apparently an abandoned dormitory. Now the Avata 360 is pretty big, so it might not be able to squeeze into places like that the NWO could squeeze into. So I'm gonna go take a look, a little bit of a closer look. It looks like they're doing some renovation on the inside. I'll try to get a little bit closer for you guys so that way we can see a little bit more in there. My obstacle avoidance is going crazy. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to try to turn off this obstacle avoidance. All right. So I'm going to turn that off. So that way I can just get a tad bit closer. So yeah, as you can see inside this place, there is a huge it looks like they've just demolished the inside completely to try to remodel it. It's a very big building, I must say. So let's go ahead and tour around it. Large building, very, very large building. We actually might be able to go down into a little bit here and see what's going on. This opening is pretty large here. Oh, don't wanna crash. But this property, like I was saying before, looks like, you know, like something from like youth villages. If you're not familiar with something like youth villages, it's basically like a dormitory for kids. You know, kids with behavioral health issues and substance abuse issues, and, you know, and other things, mind you. Still getting some beeping here. We just want to take a quick peek. We don't want to... Yeah. We want to take a quick peek. This is like a gymnasium. There we go. Let's go inside here. Yeah, so we can see, like, as far as like this building itself, all things considered, it's in great shape. I mean, besides the flooring and the ceiling, obviously, this place is actually not too bad. And you might notice that there's some light shining through on the top end, on the top lens, because we're flying in 360 mode. Let me curve my camera up a little bit so that way I can see if I can escape through the roof. I might be able to. I don't think I can though, but we'll see. Nope. We'll have to go through the front door again. But this is definitely, you know, a really cool gymnasium, and I imagine at one point in time this place was, you know, frequently used. Let's try and really test our luck here. We made it out, guys. We made it out. Excellent, excellent, excellent work, guys. All right. So let's tour another building that they have over here. Another building that they have, there's a few of these in the corner that I've noticed. And I mean, this is a beautiful property. You know, at least a few acres worth of stuff. They got their tractor out here as well. What looks like a shed here. And, you know, this would be my worst nightmare. But let's go ahead and see what we can see in there. Oh, yeah, no trespassing, open shed, no thanks. Sorry, guys, that's not going to be for me. Not today. And what looks like another house. I don't think there's an opening on this house. This house is in fairly good condition. This is probably where, you know, as far as the dormitory is concerned, this is probably where a lot of the, you know, kids or people, whichever age those folks may be that needed these services, this is probably where they stayed. Let's check out over here. Yeah, all things considered, these buildings are not in horrible condition. You know, they're by all means, they're not in great condition either. But as far as some of the other decrepit buildings we've been through together on this channel, oh, look at that. Maybe we just go take a peek. And you might see my stitch line. I'm sorry. Oh, no, we can't take a peek. They closed it up. But as far as my stitch line, guys, I hope that doesn't bother you too much. I'm going to try to see if I can smooth it out in post-production. But right now what I'm seeing as far as on my feed for the RC, you know, I'm seeing a stitch line.
Battery level is low.
Now,
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
yeah, my battery's a little low. But we've toured pretty much most of this property. The only other thing that I want to show you before we start the RTH procedure, and as you see, you can see me, I'm over there. So I wanted to show you a little bit over here, but I don't want to bother these two folks that are enjoying their time over there. So I just kind of want to give a quick little roundabout there. And the controls of the Avata 360 are just so refined. Very good. Very stable. Definitely something extremely different from... And let's go ahead and punch it. Yeah, there we go.
Battery level is low.
Woo!
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10
All
seconds.
right. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and get this bad boy back home.
Low battery. Return to home promptly.
Yep, let's go ahead and get this boy back home and landed. So yeah, guys, that was the abandoned mansion dormitory place. Oh boy, here we go. Hear it crying over there. All right, so that was pretty much it. Great place. It's over here off of Lamar Avenue on Old Getwell Road. And if you want to come see it, that's where the address is. I'll put the address somewhere in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and support the channel. Other than that, have a great day. And don't forget, NWO.